the Houston Texans. It's been a rough year for folks all across this great country, but football's back. The Texans and Chiefs, 2020 season underway. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken
for the Texans here. You wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year in the divisional round. And the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
There on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
5 yards on
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Texans.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Duke Johnson taking it in. And the Texans have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now, these two quarterbacks in this one, Mahomes and Watson, so much in common. Drafted 2 picks apart from one another in 2017. Mahomes going 10th to Kansas City, Watson at 12 to Houston. Both Pro Bowlers early in their careers, of course. And Mahomes has the MVP and a Super Bowl ring, so he kind of has the leg up to this point. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Houston.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Harrison Butker on for the point.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
A gain of 30.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chiefs 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Mahomes firing complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And fights through one man. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Brought down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 12. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big-time play there for the Texans. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Watson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you know,
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Texans 21, Chiefs 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Houston.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Watson. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Johnson again, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Yellow. Left tight end. Hey, we got 3 down. Check 24.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Mahomes on the
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Check. 3 down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 49.
On 1st down, Mahomes being chased out left. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
4 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Le'Veon Bell. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 35's the mic. Silver.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Mahomes on the
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Mahomes now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's the first carry as a Texan for the man traded for DeAndre Hopkins. It's David Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Matthew on the tackle.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It's a gain of 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. They run. It's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Texans first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
It's a
that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Houston.
Ball carrier.
David Johnson, 48 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, That got done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts
The tackle made.
as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Mahomes going to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
One final try for Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Score Texans.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Texans, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.